Hello guys, in this video I'll be teaching the fundamentals of music production using FL Studio. I think it's important to note that the skill to that does as well, be it Studio One, Logic, or Ableton. But for this demonstration I'll be using FL Studio. I'll be doing a quick overview of what you have in FL Studio. Then I'll be making a quick sample. I do not want this video to be too long. I'll try as much as possible. Maybe sometime later I'm going to make specific videos concerning each section or the functionalities in FL Studio. To start writing, when you open FL Studio, you have this window. You have the normal Windows functionality: file, edit, add, pattern, view, options, tools, and help. But for our interest, you're going to be concerned with the channel rack, also called the pattern. Channel rack is where you arrange your channels. So I'm going to pick in some samples that we're going to use as a demonstration. So for here I have the browser. This is where you browse your sample packs and your files and your plugins. So I'm going to pick in some default packs here. So drums, kick, pick this. I can drag and drop and pick a snare. I can come here, snares. Just pick this. I'm going to pick hi-hat. I'm going to pick this. So this is where you have the tempo, you have the pattern mode, you have the song mode. Pattern mode, when this is in the pattern mode, anything I make here plays. When it's on the song mode, anything on the playlist where you arrange different patterns is played. So this is the tempo. You can enable the metronome by clicking this. So if you right click, you can change the sound you want from hi-hat to tick to beep. I prefer the tick, so I'm just going to leave it at a tick. So I'm going to increase the tempo I want. Say this is my tempo. I can do something. If I click, it creates a pattern. If I right click, it deletes it. So if I do something like this, if I right click, fill each two steps. So I have this pattern. So I want to create a piano pattern. Okay, before that, I can go to the first pattern. I can rename it for organization drums. And to add another pattern, click on this plus sign, call this piano. If I click right here, if I come under here, I can see FL Keys is a default plugin that comes with the whole FL Studio. So whenever I click the notes, the corresponding sound comes out. But one thing I can do to make recording easier, if I come here, if I enable this, it says typing keyboard to piano keyboard. If I enable this, I right click, I can select the octave. I want the third octave, the root note is C. I want the major plus chords. If you come here, countdown before recording. If I enable it, if I right click, I can select one bar. So what this does is it counts 4 beats. That's one bar before it starts recording when I want to record. So if I right click here, open piano roll. I can drag this here to the view. So I have the piano roll. Because I have this enabled, the typing keyboard to piano keyboard. So when I press my A key, so this is A, S, D, F, G, just like that. Z, X, C, V2 plays on the lower octave. Then Q, W, E, R, T plays on the upper octave. Then the number plays the chord. The major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, then major, but this major is one octave above the first one. Yeah, so I have that. So I want to record the piano. If I right click here, I have notes and automation selected, so I can select here. I've done this before, but if you click, it will probably bring you an option, so you can select notes and automation. So once you do that, it's like I said, it's going to count 4 beats, then you can start recording. I'm going to record a simple progression. So I'm going to record something like that. I have this recorded, but it's not well snapped to grid. I can do Ctrl Q, so everything snaps to grid. So I can select this tool, selection tool, drag over here, come back to the pencil tool, drag here. So to select, one thing I can do instead of selecting back and forth, if I hold the Ctrl key, it switches to the selection tool. I can drag this one octave lower to make it better. So I have this. Okay, one thing I can do to make it more realistic, if I do Alt and S, it's going to strum it and vary the velocity. So I can change, in case I'm using an instrument like guitar, I can change so that it sounds strummed or not. I'm going to do a demonstration. If I hit Alt S, so I have this. I can add the bass notes to still add. If I feel the bass notes are too loud, I can select them and reduce the velocity. So I have this. I have my piano, I have the drums, so you can come to the playlist, select the drums, put here, I have the drums, click again, click again, click again, select the piano, arrange, so I can play them together. So I have this. I can select these patterns to. I select this to send to the mixer. So if I select this and press Ctrl L, it's going to route to the mixer. Or I can open the mixer and come to the first channel, then right click, channel routing, route selected channel starting from this track. So it's going to route it like that. So I have this. So I want to mix the drums. I can come to the drums. The kick is a low frequency instrument. I can count up the highs. The hi-hat, I can remove some of the transients. For the piano, I can cut off the extreme highs and lows. I can decide to add other instrument, but for demonstration purpose, I'm just going to leave it as simple as this. So this is how you get started. I can come here and add more instruments, the bass, other instruments. So how you can access plugins you have. If you click here, you can access a list of plugins you have. Because I have some third-party plugins, but of course you'll be able to access the default plugins. I can show you a few of the stock plugins. You'll find them here. All this bass drum, drum max, Fruity Kick, FL keys. Yeah, but most of them you find under Synth Classic and Synth Special. You have some really good sounds with Flex, GMS, Poison, Biohazard, Transistor Bass. You can check them out, just mess around with them. I'm going to be doing other videos to explain other stuff. Yeah. Cheers for now. If you are new, please do well to subscribe. I'm going to be releasing other videos like this. I'm trying to make it as short, as simple as possible, and as simple as possible. Yeah, please do well to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.